All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we are taking a $10,000 investment and we are going to see how much monthly income we can generate from this $10,000 investment using some high yielding dividend ETFs and dividend stocks. So in today's video, I have collected the highest 5 paying dividend yielding stocks in the entire stock market. If you guys can find any stocks with higher dividend yields than the 5 that I'll be mentioning in this video, please do comment down below in the comment section and I will be sure to get back to you because I do believe with all my heart that these stocks are among the highest yielding stocks. We have stocks, the lowest one is going to be KLIP with a 48% dividend, and we're going all the way up to CONY with a 121% dividend. For this video, I have up the stock price charts of each of these ETFs. We can go through them a little bit, but more so, the thing we're really focused on is earning a lot of money from this $10,000 investment. So we're going to split $2,000 into each investment, and at the end, we're going to see how much monthly income we will generate. So if that does sound good, please do remember to subscribe. We're up to 3,594 subscribers. Guys, we're really close to that 3,600 subscriber marker, so let's obviously try to get there. Last video is doing great again. We're having back-to-back amazing videos. So I'm hitting you with this one and I'm hoping that we could do the same. So for the first stock, we're talking about KLIP, which is the Crane Shares China Internet and Cover Call Strategy ETF, ticker symbol KLIP. Now, this dividend stock, well, ETF rather, it writes synthetic cover calls on KWEB and it produces a dividend about 48%. So for our first calculation, what we're going to do here is we're going to put in $2,000 because we're splitting $2,000 per stock. We're going to multiply by that 48.72% dividend, 72. And that is going to give us our first total. So with a $2,000 investment, we can expect about $974.40 in total annual income from a $2,000 investment. Now, going to our next dividend stock, which is NFLY, the Yield Max Netflix Option Income Strategy ETF, paying a dividend yield of about 55%. Now, I actually just want to go here and check the recent dividends just to make sure everything aligns. So you could see that their last dividend was actually their biggest dividend. I'm not sure if Netflix had a run-up that could have been kind of the catalyst or the thing that really pushed this yield and this distribution up, but nevertheless they're paying a 55.47% dividend. So we're going to add that in here, investing another $2,000 times 0.5547, and that gives us all the way up to $2,000. So already with KLIP and NFLY, we're already surpassing a 50% dividend yield just due to the fact that we've invested $4,000 and are already over that $2,000 annual income marker. Now, going to our next stock, we have TSLY. TSLY is the Yield Max Tesla Option Income Strategy ETF, paying a dividend of about 63.35%. And for TSLY, this is actually a pretty normal dividend. Although NFLY had a pretty big jump in the last dividend, TSLY actually paid, just going to their dividend performance right here, you could see that they slightly bumped up their dividend to 60 cents. Prior, TSLY was paying dividends of about 80 cents, $1, 83 cents, but they really reduced their dividend over the past couple months, but slightly raised it. So this is pretty much expected from TSLY, about a 63% dividend. Now, when we go to our calculator here, once again, adding our $2,000, we're going to multiply it by 0.63 and whatever else the yield is, 63.35. Beautiful. Doing it a little slower because we want to make sure that we get it right. So now we're up to, with $6,000 invested, we're up to $3,350 for the year. Jumping to our next stock, this is where the yields get really crazy, so stay with me, guys. This is SQY, the Yield Max Square Option Income Strategy ETF, with a recent dividend yield of about 107%. That is crazy. And the reason being, I actually looked at it and I was like, look, oh, they paid it on the first month, but then they dropped their dividend. No, look at the declaration date. So this was November and this was December here. So their first dividend came at 43 cents, but Square, the underlying stock, has been doing very well the past month. and they were able to pay out a dividend of about $2.14. So just going back here, we are paying out a dividend of about 106, 107%. So we're going to go here plus another 2,000 times 1.06, and just to double check that yield, 91. Beautiful. So when we put this in, we're up to $8,000, and that yields us about $5,489. Now going to our last and final stock, CONY, the almighty dividend hitter with 121% yield. This coming off of their last dividend, which absolutely exploded. They've been paying great dividends, $1.20, $1.07, but you could see $1.46. This is the biggest yield and biggest dividend that YieldMax has ever paid out. And so that is what we're actually going to calculate today. So with a $2,000 investment, and I know the numbers sound crazy, but this is actually what happened. So you have a 121% dividend, 0.76. So we'll do 76 to be exact here. We're going to be exact on this one. So off a $10,000 investment in KLIP, NFLY, TSLY, SQY, and CONY, split $2,000 over each investment, we're roughly getting about $7,924.20. So this is roughly, if you guys can do the math, a 79.24% yield. That is an insane yield. I do believe these are the highest yielding stocks or ETFs in the stock market currently. And I do understand that, you know what, you might say, look, KLIP has had pretty bad NAV erosion. So has NFLY, to be honest. It's not really appreciated. It's gone down, and so has TSLY definitely. But it's crazy because SQY has actually performed very well. They're up about 10 to 15%. And same thing with CONY, up about actually even more than that. Okay, you know what? About the same, 10 to 15%, but they were up pretty good at about 30 to 40% before they released that dividend. But this is our annual dividend income, $7,924. Dividing it by 12 is going to give us our monthly income. So from a $10,000 investment, this is a $10,000 investment, we're receiving roughly about $660.35, which obviously you could then use to reinvest in the highest yielding stocks, or put it into stocks like KLIP, NFLY, or any other stocks that we mention on this channel or that are in the stock market. You can do whatever you want, which is so special about dividend income. Money comes back to you and you can do whatever you want. So a $10,000 investment is going to pay you $660. I'm not sure where else you'll get that kind of a not a capital return, but a income return from any kind of investment. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is just a quick little video on some high yielding stocks to show you guys the highest yielding stocks for really 2023 in my opinion, and how a $10,000 investment, what that income could really bring in from those investments. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please do remember to subscribe. We are Honorable Investing, of course. We're 3,594 subscribers, so let's get those subscribers up. Please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.